Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a few days, I apologize. I just have a lot of stuff going on with work and in my personal life right now. I'm sure you guys can understand. I'm out in one of my favorite cemeteries today. I've been here a few times. I'll see if I can't find the links to those other videos and list them in the description box below. But tonight I thought I'd come out here again. It's really close to my house, and it's one of the very first cemeteries I actually started to investigate and explore. But as I was driving, I was pulling up through the road here, and something caught my attention. I'm not quite sure what it was. I just had this gut feeling. I was being pulled. It's really hard to describe. I was being pulled into this general section of the cemetery. Now, I've never been out to this part before. The cemetery is pretty large. It's a city cemetery. It's very big. But I've never been to this section before. But I was driving up, and I was like, there's just something telling me to come out to this part. So that's what we're doing right now, and I'm going to take you guys with me. Now, what makes it really hard to do an EVP session here is because traffic. It sits on a major highway. I will try to do an EVP session, but please bear with me, and please take note that there's a church, there's a neighborhood behind here, there's a neighborhood in front of here, there's traffic, so I may not pick up much. I may pick up something, I don't know. You guys just have to listen in for me and see what you hear. It's always really sad when I come across an inscription like this. A baby that was born and died on the same day. She didn't live very long at all. I'm gonna have to pull this up and research this. There's a water pipe next to this headstone. Now, I understand why they have to keep them out in the field because, I mean, as you can see, it extends for miles and miles and miles and miles. And on my other videos, I'm way on the other side of the cemetery. Here's somebody else who passed long before their time. These white marble stones are absolutely beautiful. They're extremely elegant. This is a year old. I'm wondering if this is not the child of this person, because the dates would match up and so do the family names. So it's very possible they are related in some way, shape, or form. There's some graves over here that are completely segregated from the entire group from over here. So I'm gonna come check this out and find out what it's about. I have the surname Sane. That's Thomas Sane and Betty Sane. Her surname was Boston. And there's a Boston marker over here, so she would be with this family group. There's more in the back. Eugene Boston. Glenn Boston. And Harry Queen Boston. And over here it looks like they're trying to expand the cemetery a little larger. Or it could be from where they have to pile some of the excess earth and dirt from when they dig up new plots. Please note that my camera is at half battery when it was full when I arrived here. Let's take a walk back up. It gets kind of spooky back by the tree line and the pile of dirt. I'm not sure what's going on over there, but I had to walk away. It's just too much energy or too much something back there. It's that same feeling that you get when you're around someone and they're too hyper and too anxious, and it gives you that draining feeling. That's the exact same feeling that I got when I was over there. So I had to, whenever I get that feeling, I leave, because I can't drain myself either. Here's another little one who passed before their time. There's two over here. Looks like they may be siblings. Linda Sue Vaughn and Cecilia Ann Vaughn. And the Vaughn family headstone right in front of me might be their mother, because this person might be their grandmother. She was born in 1901, and then the children were born in 1950 and 1947. So it's possible it's the grandmother. It's very possible it could be the mother too, but I'm leaning more towards grandmother right now. Is there anybody in this part of the cemetery who would like to talk to me right now? Is there anybody in this part of the cemetery who would like to talk to me right now? Is there anybody who would like to make themselves known? Is there anybody who would like to make themselves known? I chose this part of the cemetery because of the lack of traffic. Even though there is a neighborhood behind me, it's relatively quiet. Is there anybody willing to talk with me tonight? Is there anybody willing to talk with me tonight? It's a hit and miss with some of these apps. However, I had caught EVPs before just using my camera without even trying. For those of you who've been with my channel for a while, you've caught some. You've sent me a comment. You've made it known that it was there and I just didn't see it. Not to be disrespectful, but it is getting close to Halloween. Do you guys like Halloween? Not to be disrespectful, but it is getting close to Halloween. Do you guys like Halloween? A lot of people think cemeteries are creepy and spooky. I find them peaceful and very serene. I love research. I love history. I love getting a good feel of the history of where I live. That goes with no matter where I've lived. I found it very relaxing. Cemeteries are probably one of the most relaxing places for me. The sun is starting to set and the crickets are coming out, which kind of gives like the whole place more of a, not necessarily eerie, but more of an evening vibe. I was walking through here, through this pathway, and this little person's This little baby's headstone was just laying against this headstone. I'm not sure why. I don't know how. I don't know if it was done on purpose. I don't know if they're trying to preserve it. I don't know if somebody was just trying to decimate a grave. But I don't even know if it's the same family or not. No, that's Parsons, and that says Mortison. So I don't even know where that one belongs to. Wouldn't that upset you? If you were trying to find your family, you were trying to find your history and your genealogy, and a family member's, an ancestor's headstone was completely removed and you don't know how or why it got there? This cemetery is so vast. That's why I return here a few times, and I plan to come back here to explore the rest of this. There's just so much history here and so many stories that need to be heard. I'm gonna do this one last time. I am getting ready to leave. It's getting late, but is there anyone who wishes to communicate with me right now? Most of my equipment is failing. My phone and my camera. Is anybody responsible for that? I am getting ready to leave. It's getting late. But is there anyone who wishes to communicate with me right now? Most of my equipment is failing. My phone and my camera. Is anybody responsible for that? I know you guys probably did not hear that, but I heard something behind me. It could have been anything. There's a flower plant, a flower mill right there. It could have been from them. It could have been from the woods behind me. It could have been anything. I'll have to go back and research my footage later. But it is getting late, and I still have to hit the grocery store. So I will definitely see you guys soon. If you liked this video, please subscribe and comment and share. Join me on my Instagram account or my Facebook page, and I will see you guys later. Have a good night.